Good morning, welcome to Vlogmas Day 3. It's Thursday the 3rd of December. It has been a busy morning here so far. Got James off to school and then I decided I would do some baking to start the day. Amy wants to bake later, but I wanted to do a little bit this morning too. So I made the fairy cakes, or wee buns as Peter likes them, and those are done. And I also made some oat milk. I'm not vegan, but I am dairy intolerant, so I like to make my own oat milk. Amy drinks almond milk, she's dairy intolerant as well. And I like almond milk well enough, but I love making porridge with oat milk. It's much creamier and it's really nice whizzed up in a cappuccino as well. So oat milk would be my preferred one, but I find the alternative nut milks quite expensive. And oat milk is so easy to make that I just make my own and I love it. So I made some of that because I had run out. So I've done those kind of things this morning and I'm intending to do some knitting. I had intended to knit the last 2 nights, but I've been getting used to new editing things and I found that I've been sitting in front of the computer most of the evening. So I've got very little evening knitting done, but I'm going to make up for it hopefully this morning. So I'm going to make a cup of coffee and have something to eat. I'll leave the buns to later and I'll share with you my advent. I have my advent to open today, so I'm going to do that and I'll let you see what I've done. So first things first, I have day 3 of my advent calendar to open. What did I put in for day 3? Oh, a little chocolate. Oh, some Lay family yarn. It's lovely, autumnal, orange, browns, greens. I think it's quite autumnal looking. So that is going to go into my caramel cardigan. I didn't get any done last night, as I said, but that will go in with my other minis. I'm keeping them in the little bag that Selma's advent came in. So they're waiting patiently for me to work on them. This morning I did get some work done on my socks. I have, it's starting to shape up really nicely. There's just something about stripes make you go faster. Go fast stripes. So with that one and that sock, this one, I'll insert a photograph here. But we had an issue, I don't know how, but I must have knit into the stitch incorrectly. Thankfully it's only a row back, but I have a hole. So, or an eyelet. Sounds better than saying there's a hole in my knitting. So I'm going to have to take back maybe 2 rows and get back to that one and just get it up today to the same stage as this one, but that shouldn't take too long. They really do. I seem to whiz round the rows really quickly with these. So that is what I'm going to do now. I have my coffee in front of me and I'm going to watch a podcast or 2 or a Vlogmas or 2 as I drink my coffee and fix this, and then we'll see what else the day brings. I'm back on track. I got the sock fixed. I realised it was down here, I had created this hole and I'd realised that I had knit, in the next row I'd knit to the front of the yarn over rather than into the back, and that created the hole. So I got it back and we're now back up where even with the other sock. I love these, the colours are so crisp. colours are so crisp and I am really enjoying knitting these. It's quite actually hard to put them down and work on something else or go and do something else. But I'm going to leave them there for today. I am pleased that I've got them sorted out again and can just proceed as normal. So the rest of today, it's almost lunchtime, so I'm going to make lunch, and then I think Amy and I are going to have a movie afternoon. We're going to watch the Santa Claus, and I'm really looking forward to that because I don't actually think I watched it last year and it's one of my favourite Christmas movies. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. Maybe have the company of this chappie. He ousted me from my seat. I'd been knitting and I got stared off the seat. And he's quite happy now back there. So that's my plan for this afternoon. Watch the Santa Claus, and I'm going to work on my caramel cardigan when I'm doing that and try and get into the body of it, finish the rib and get into the body of it. So I'll see you in a little while and we'll catch up then. Thought I'd drop in with you one last time today. I had a lovely afternoon with Amy. We sat cozy in the living room watching the Santa Claus. It was really, really nice. And I spent some time knitting, which I want to show you. As I've shown you before, knitting the caramel cardigan, and this is with the minis I get from my Advent. It's by Isabel Kramer. And I love how this is turning out. Held with the mohair, the yarn is just gorgeous. Isn't that just beautiful? Today was yesterday was the Sweet Sparrow knits, the Hedwig colourway, and with the mohair it's just so, so beautiful, and it is blended in really nicely to the first colour. So I'm on the stocking stitch. Bit unsure about the start of the pattern. I got a little bit confused about how it was written. I have checked the Ravelry group and someone asked about the start of it, and the answer that was given is the way I was reading it. And I think the designers come back and agreed that that is the way to do it. I am not 100% sure. I'm reading it slightly different from Selma, so hopefully we're going to get it sorted. It's just about the increases and when to start them. I don't think they start yet. She thinks they do. It's not going to make a lot of difference. I think we can sort it out. But I love the way it's starting up. It is such a pleasant knit. The gauge just makes it really nice to work on. And this is going to be soft, such a soft and squishy cardigan. I cannot wait, and I just want to keep knitting it. I don't even mind the pearl rose. It's lovely. So I'm working on that, and I'm definitely going to work on that tonight and maybe get into another colour. So that's really all I have for today. Just one little point, I'm wearing the My Dear sweater that I finished last week and that I talked about in my last podcast episode, which was episode 38, I think. And this pattern is by the Woolbarrow, who is Tanya Barley. She's the Woolbarrow on Instagram, and it was either yesterday or today that the pattern has been released. So have a little look on Ravelry if you're interested in knitting this pattern. It's the My Dear sweater, and it's just such a lovely seasonal knit. I just wanted to remind you of that, to go and have a look at that. But that's really all for this evening. I hope you have enjoyed the 3rd day of December, and I'll see you tomorrow.